to our first monthly Paper Pumpkin Club meeting. Paper Pumpkin's a monthly craft kit with everything you need to create beautiful handmade gifts and cards and whatever it is for that month for only $19.99, and that includes shipping and handling. You never know what you're going to get. I like to think of it as fun to your front door. And if you order right now, you can get the 25% off for the first 3 months if you use the promo code START HERE, and that sale ends June 10th. And I want to introduce to you my mom, Cerise Cherry.
Hi, everyone. Hi.
You're only going to see our hands today.
Yeah, you're just going to see our hands today.
So you want to tell us about this month?
This month is really fun. It's got 9 cards with 9 envelopes. They're kind of like little bags that tie up, and they're donuts. And I'm not so sure what this is. Maybe it's a fried pie. I don't know. But just some really cute ideas here. And they come with this wonderful set of stamps that you can use over and over and over again. And it comes also with this little soft suede, and they're called Stampin' Spots. I'm a collector of paper pumpkins, so I have a lot of them. This is just a few. I've taken out a bunch that we're going to use maybe when we do our alternative projects. But this is what you get. It's all wrapped up pretty, has a salon thank you card on the top of it. And then this has got everything you need except a pair of scissors. It's got adhesives, it's got everything you need to make this. And there's also a description, a video in this little instruction book that tells you how to make these exact projects. But we're going to do something different. We're going to do alternatives because you don't always want 9 cards that say the same thing, or 3 cards that say the same thing. So we're going to come up with some other ideas.
Right.
A longtime member of Stampin' Up! And a longtime member of Paper Pumpkin, 3 years. So I've got a load of these things. This color's called Island Indigo, and you may not have it, but you can get it, and she'll have a link at the bottom in the comment section. And this is a sponge, and they come in a package of 3, and you can get 8. You can get 8 little sponges, just like if you cut a pie, out of this. So you get 24 sponges, and these are the best sponges. I've used makeup sponges. They even have daubers. I prefer these. So for $3.50, you get 24 sponges. And I'm going to take a little bit. This is how you do it. You take this, take a little bit of this Island Indigo, and I'm going to go around. This is called distressing. I'm going to go around the edge of this card and just make it look, it actually makes it look 3-dimensional. So we're going to go around it. This one is the Island Indigo. And it seems darker this time than the last time, but that's okay. Every time it's going to be a little different. It'll be one of a kind. All right, now I'm going to do the same with the donut icing, only I'm going to use Calypso Coral again. This is one of the ones that came in one of the kits, one of the paper pumpkin kits, and I'm going to go around this, and you can get this in a full-size vanilla donut, and I used the soft suede that came with this month's. You could actually do all 3 of them that way. I used the soft suede for this one, and again, you get a little bit on your sponge, and then you go around the edges, and you just do just enough so it looks like the donut is, the donut's 3-dimensional.
Just this flat donut, and you know, there's a big difference there.
Yep. So, okay, we've done all the distressing, so we're ready to go to the next step. And the next step on the blue one is, where's my blue donut?
Okay.
My blue guy. He's got eyes, and I have black sequins, but if you don't have sequins, here he is again. If you don't have sequins, you can just take a piece of black cardstock and use a hole punch and just punch out eyes all day. So, I mean, that's a cheap alternative. But
you can see the difference in the we use the paper, and on this
guy
and
has
sequins
over here.
And he just looks more authentic.
Well, and not only that, but his eyes give him dimension too.
Right.
So we're going to, this is another product. This is called Fine Tip Glue Pen. And again, The link will be in the comment section. And it's got a super, super fine tip on it. I don't know if you can see that. And then the lid itself has a pin that goes down inside of it that keeps it from clogging. So first thing I'm going to do, oh wait, I lied. Here's a pen. These are journal pens that you can get at Stampin' Up. I'm going to put a smile. At the top of here is a flesh place so that when it opens up, so I'm going to make his smile down here. So that's what I'll start with. And I'm just going to give him a sweet little smile. And then we're going to put his eyes on. And it took me a little bit of time watching the, looking at the images to kind of figure out where I wanted those eyes so he would look like the art that you see on the
Japanese stuff.
The Japanese guys. And here's a little bow. Now, this particular ribbon is no longer available, but they have even cuter bows already made up in the new catalog, and Janine will put a link to those in as well.
I can't show a picture until June 1st, but as soon as June 1st comes around, I will.
Yeah, and you'll see those itty bitty bows. And I'm using snail. You can get this. This is a great tape runner. Stampin' Up! Carries these and the refills. And I'm using that for my guy.
There's the refill.
And see, now we have two little guys. 1, 2. And they all have different faces, so the personalities are a little bit different. So that's that. Now we'll do the vanilla donut. Now this one, the kit comes with this chocolate icing. And depending on where you put it is how your face is going to look.
And you definitely need scissors for this, because you have to cut the chocolate in the middle.
Oh, I do?
Yeah,
Okay.
you take it and you lay it down, and then you'll have to cut it. It's challenging. But
Ah, okay. I didn't know that. Thank you for letting me know that. She did the last one.
yeah.
So, anyway, and don't throw this stuff away because you could take some tiny snips, which they also sell, and cut that out and use it again. So that itself could be a snake. It could be bigger icing. So you don't ever waste.
Or it's a perfect stencil.
Yeah, perfect stencil. So this is going to be fun.
It's challenging.
All right.
I can't say that there's like an easy way to do it, because it's challenging.
Yeah, I'm going to do this slowly, and you're going to watch me, because this is my first time. I did not know I was going to have to cut the icing off. I can see that now.
Right. I watched the video of in the traditional one, and she used snips to cut the middle part.
Okay, so here we've got that, and I'm going to want to cut those off.
Do you have your snips? Because it would be easier.
I think they were over there, but I don't know. They're orange handled. I don't know where they went. So, oh, here they are. I have them. Now these aren't Stampin' Up, but they have snips. Snips are just small scissors for fussy cutting, and theirs are better. These are a different brand, which I will not name. Yeah, we shall not name them.
But wait, the snips that I do have the Stampin' Up ones, and they are very good.
They're very good for fussy cutting. It's just I use what I have.
Right.
So, okay, so we have that much. And this is going to go on here. And this is where you have to decide exactly where you want it to be. Because your face, you're going to want to have room for your face. So I'm going to put it right like that. And I'm going to put it down now because I know how I want it.
If you have doubts, you definitely want to wait until you get it all.
But because she's already done that and I saw where it went,
Yeah,
I'm good.
Copying.
Okay, so again, we're gonna look at him, and we're gonna decide how we want the mouth and where we want the mouth. So I'm gonna move this so you can see better. And I'm going to put this mouth right here. It's a little bit bigger on this one, because each time you do this, you're gonna have a slightly different face, which is fine. Individuals, they're all a little bit different. So.
Unique. And people like that when they're getting something handmade. They
Yeah.
expect it's going to be.
Well, it's like you get some things and they'll say, because this is natural, no two.
Yeah.
Well, and I prefer my things to all be a little bit different. So, there he's got a face. And his eyes are a little bit bigger than that, guys, because these are sequins and not,
Little paper.
yeah, not
There
little paper.
seems to be more because they're shiny, and the shiny reflection on the eye seems to have a little bit more life.
Well, and there's those little dots in the middle that make it look like, you know how
Yeah.
they'll put you have a little white spot in your eye when the light hits it?
Yeah.
So,
So,
yeah, and this is the fun part because it sticks to your finger.
yeah, the sequins are challenging, but it's so cute.
And again, these little colored sequins are, she will put the connection, in the link in the comment section of this video. So you can find all of these in her store.
And if you're watching this before May 31st, the sequins that we're using, the big sequins, are in the retiring list.
Yeah,
So you want to order them now if they're still available.
we don't know that they will be after the 31st, no promises.
Right.
They might be in the clearance rack, but we don't know for sure. So then we're putting his little bow tie on, and we have, next comes the little
The hardest
sequins.
part, which is the sequins. Oops,
Okay, so,
cheek sequin fell off.
that one just doesn't want to stay today.
They're real tall, so you have to actually use like
Too much?
yeah. Get the
Okay, all right, so now I'm gonna cheat and look at this one because the placement was a bit challenging for us because you want it to look balanced. That's one of the things artists will tell you is we need balance. So if we put them in the same similar location, then I won't have to think twice.
yeah. Because if you just did, it wouldn't be natural if you had like blue on the top and pink in the middle and tan. So you have to.
You're sort of trying to make it random but balanced at the same time. So I'm just going to cheat and follow this one. Oh, I know what we need. The rubber stamp
Oh right.
with the little, I don't know where they went.
That's so weird.
Well, we'll use mine. Mine's right here.
Oh, here, there.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay, we're going to take this and we're going to take the sprinkles. Now we're going to do the insides of all of these with sentiments, but this is a sprinkle. And I did one at a time because I wanted to just fill in because the kawaii donut, you'll see here, has multiple colors. You know, sprinkles are multiple colors and they have kind of duller colors, so I just got one at a time and just kind of filled it in.
That's the Emerald Ivy.
Yeah, this is Emerald Envy.
Envy, that's right.
Not the best name I've ever heard, but that's okay. All right, and then I did Indigo, Island Indigo. And because those colors are so close, I'm not going to worry about cleaning it. But Stampin' Up! Has the world's best stamp cleaner, and I'll show you how to do that too in a sec. Okay, is that all I did? That's all I did. Okay, so those two colors. And I kind of glitched on it, but sprinkles get all over your donuts, so.
Yeah.
All right, this is called the Stampin' Scrub. And again, there'll be a link to that. This has two parts. Mine is so old it's in two pieces, but they have a hinge. One side is for wet and there's 3 raindrops. The other side is for dry and there's an umbrella. So you'll be able to tell. But what I do is then I get my Stampin' Mist is what it's called.
It smells amazing.
And it's got the best smell. And I spray the wet side 3 times. And then I take my rubber stamp and rub it on there. And then I take it on the dry side and dry it off. And then your stamp is all cleaned off. And it smells wonderful. They should make a perfume that smells that good. Stampin' Snail. And I'm putting it on my card base. And then instead of a bow this time, I'm going to put this little flower in her hair. And I think that'll be real cute. And I'm going to use this fancy adhesive because it really glues stuff down. And if you're like me, nothing frustrates me more than having a card fall apart after I've made it. So I'm going to give her a little face. I don't know. I'm really curious about. I'm going to give her lips. I watched and they had a kissy lip one. And I just thought that was so cute. So I'm going to try it. It may look really stupid, but we'll see. We'll see. My grandson will go, it looks fine, Grandma.
Just give it to him. He'll love it.
Yeah.
He does the kissy lip thing on everything.
Yeah. So once again, we'll put the black sequins in, and then I'm going to put the little cheekies. And rub them into the glue, and there we have the little other one.
Awesome.
And she has kissy lips. Here's this one, and then here's this one.
A little different, but
A little bit
just as
different.
cute.
Okay, last but not least,
I have the envelope. And this is what it looks like finished. So we have a blank envelope. They're really cute. And again, in the kit, if you want to follow their instructions specifically, there you go. That's what they look like. But I'm going to make her. So we have the two, let's get a mouth. We have a little mouth, a smiley face. And this one almost looks like a sneer. This is a sneery snuggle.
It's little hearts too.
Oh yeah, there's hearts. Oh, we could do that too. That'd be cute. Okay, so I'm going to take my sequins and put them down. But again, you can use a black cardstock and a paper punch. You know, it's easy enough. And then I need a flower.
Oh, okay.
I'll put her cheeks on while you're getting the flower. Okay. And I need some more of the little thingies.
I think there's a pearl in every single one of these. It's so funny.
I don't know if funny is the word.
Well, it's just that I don't know how that even works.
Okay, and I really liked inking this, so I'm going to ink the edges.
Yeah.
And forgive me if I've been out of screen a lot. This is not easy to do. I watch these videos all the time. I really have great respect for those girls now that I've done it myself. Staying in the screen is being aware of it, even that you're off screen, is a challenge.
And focus.
But once this glue sets now, nothing moves. But it's that waiting period, and then you just give her a little bit there.
And this glue really doesn't take as long as some.
So there we go. We have two really cute
Oh, so cute.
envelopes. Show you how you do the interiors of the cards next. And this block, when you get your first paper pumpkin kit, they give you a glass block. This is mine that I got with my first kit. And this says sprinkled with love. I'm going to put that on the inside of the one with the sprinkles. So.
And you're using
I'm using the Calypso Coral. And then I'm going to do the other one, which is May Your Day Be, with the same color. I'm going to move it because this table is not level. There's a lump in the table, and it makes it really great because it'll make sure my impression is good. And so this says, May your day be sprinkled with love. Awesome. And then there's the little girl with the kissy lips. Okay, so that's the first one. Now, I think I will use chocolate chip on the vanilla one because it's dark brown and it will show up. And I'm going to use, what's this one say? No, I don't want that one. Where's the donut hole one? Love you a whole bunch. H-O-L-E. So then in here, I'm going to do the same thing. I think I'll go high. All right, I'm going to look for my little lump at my table.
Whatever works.
Yeah, and that way, I love you a whole bunch.
That turned out good.
And it turned out really clear and legible.
Awesome.
So there we go. All right, and last but not least is our little blue fried pie guy. And I think he'll say, okay, you make me so very happy, because he's just got a big smiley face on. And I'm going to use the Island Indigo for him, because that's the color we chose to ink around the edge in the color of his bow. But you could use just the soft suede that comes with the kit, and it would be just as cute no matter which one you did. So, it's just I have every color in the rainbow, so I'm going to use them.
Well, and that's the fun thing about if you guys, if you join and you live in this area and you want to come play with us, we share, and that's the fun thing.
Yeah, we'd love for y'all to come and play in my craft space, and of course, then I have a hoard of stuff. So, did I say that word? Anyway, so there they are, and they're so cute, and they've got their stamps, their sentiments,
and they're ready to be put in their little tiny
envelopes. And the envelope is just as cute. You can't mail these. These are hand delivered ones.
because they're not sturdy enough and they lose their parts.
If you wanted to, you could put them in a.
You could put them in a bigger envelope, but you're going to pay more postage. So just so you know, these are really cute, and these would be good for birthday parties where you hand deliver, and they're just adorable.
All right.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, Mom.